Dear Cancer, have you ever wondered why the deepest wounds do not come from strangers, but from those you once called family? Why behind familiar laughter hide invisible blades that cut into your heart? Cancer, the universe whispers the rats. Lurking in the shadows believe you will remain silent forever. Yet they do not know that very silence is shaping you into a rising phoenix. And today, we touch the first truth together. The deepest pain comes from family. Cancer, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly let it go. Can you feel it, that quiet emptiness resting in your chest, like an icy shard piercing through your heart? Not because of outsiders, but because of those you once trusted as family. Have you ever lived through that moment, the instant you realized the smile in front of you was only a mask, while behind your back were whispers and unseen knives pressed against your heart? They often say the wounds from outsiders are mere scratches on the skin, able to heal with time, but the wounds left by your own blood, they sink into the deepest layers of the soul. Cold, lingering, impossible to soothe. Cancer knows this more than anyone, for you are guided by the moon planet of emotions, of home, of unconditional nurturing and deep connection. That energy makes you love without limit, opening your heart even to those who may never cherish it. And because of this, when betrayal rises from those closest, the pain does not stay on the surface. It shakes the very roots of the soul. I remember once someone told me, I have a relative who always smiles at me to my face, but behind me they plant venomous words. I stay silent, not wanting to cause turmoil, but inside I feel as if an invisible blade is tearing me apart. As I listened, my heart ached, for this is the hidden truth many cancers endure. The pain that cannot be named, a cold wind sweeping through the chest that makes you shrink while no one else sees, yet within that silence you have learned something sacred. You realized not all blood is true family. Real family is not just those tied by lineage, but the souls willing to walk beside you with an open heart, those who smile, yet carry envy in their eyes, those who claim love but scatter salt into your wounds. They are not the family God and the universe sent to lift you. They are only necessary lessons, so you may recognize the worth of true presence of love that asks for nothing in return. You may have asked yourself, why must I endure this? What wrong did I do? But then through nights heavy with tears, you begin to see some wounds are not meant to destroy you, but to help you grow, to remind you that the light in your heart cannot be dimmed by anyone. The greatest pain is not loss, but realizing you no longer belong to the place once called home. This truth perhaps echoes through the hearts of many cancers. Yet, do you know that is also the moment God pulls you out of the shadows, guiding you back to your original light? You have not been abandoned. You have only been taken out of a cramped room so you can step into a wider horizon. And here, in this fragile moment when your soul feels shattered, a miracle is quietly unfolding. Karma is moving the cruel words, the malicious intent, the darkness once cast upon you. They cannot reach the core of a Cancer soul. The universe records it all. God has seen it all, and what they sow, they shall reap. You do not need to hold hatred, nor turn yourself into darkness. All you must do is breathe, stand firm in your circle of light, and let time and sacred justice speak for you. I want you to remember, how many times have you stood among family, yet felt like a stranger in your own home? How many times have you smiled while inside was only a frozen emptiness? Do not blame yourself for being too sensitive, for that is the moon's gift to you. You were born to feel deeply, to see what others cannot, to hear the whispers of the soul. The lesson of this pain and truth is to show you that you do not need to cling to anyone merely because of the word, blood, True family is the one who touches your heart with sincerity. True family is the one who sits beside you in a stormy night, holding your hand in silence, but with a heart that never leaves your side. And I know perhaps now you are still struggling, still searching for reasons to explain the ache you carry. But let me whisper this: the pain from family is not the end. It is only a secret doorway opening to guide you into another journey. A journey where you learn to walk in the light, where you learn to set sacred boundaries to protect yourself. Listen closely within the stillness. After these wounds, you will feel a golden circle slowly forming around you. It is not a wall to divide, but a shield of light from God, keeping envy and shadows from ever entering again. And then, from the place of deepest pain, you will discover the first strength of rebirth. Are you ready to step through the next doorway? For from here, Cancer will learn how to rise, to set boundaries, and to keep their light forever. Unstained, can you hear it after the wounds? Inflicted from the very place once called home, your soul has begun to tremble softly, but no longer out of fear. It is an awakening like a flower, beaten down by storms, yet lifting its head again, deciding never to let the raging winds break it once more. When Cancer sets boundaries, you are not selfish. You are saving your very soul. Some will never understand this. They will call you cold. They will think you have changed. But only you know that it is the moment your heart can no longer hold space. For invisible cuts, the universe has taught you a truth. Light can only shine brilliantly when it is not smothered by darkness and God. He not only gave you a heart that loves, but He also longs for you to protect that heart as a treasure that must never be defiled. Imagine yourself sitting in a quiet room, lighting a single white candle. The gentle flame glows like God's whisper, "I am here." You take a silver candle, light it, and in that instant, the room fills with warm light, leaving no refuge for shadows. You whisper, "Any energy that does not belong to me, please dissolve. Only light and love may remain." And like a river freed from heavy stones, your heart is once again able to flow toward the dawn. Perhaps once you grew accustomed to silent endurance, to believing family must always be forgiven without condition. But today your soul no longer lives by habit. Today you remember that even the vast ocean has its shores, its boundaries. No one may cast poison into the sea endlessly without meeting the wrath of its waves. And so it is with you, dear Cancer. Forgiveness does not mean reopening the door to harm. You have the right to say no. You have the right to quietly close a door to preserve your peace. I once witnessed a Cancer woman. She told me that her whole life she had been the pillar for her family, always giving, always yielding, always carrying the weight. But the more she gave, the more she was dismissed, until one day she rose without arguments, without blame. She simply set boundaries. She said, "I will no longer allow anyone to take away my peace. I still love, but I will love in a way that does not shatter my heart." And from that day forward, she grew lighter, her eyes shone brighter, and her smile softened into serenity. Boundaries do not divide love, they preserve it, so that love cannot be tainted. This is the lesson only souls that have endured wounds can truly understand. To love does not mean to erase yourself. To forgive does not mean to reopen old wounds. To set boundaries is to declare that you know your worth and will not allow anyone to trample upon your light again. Cancer, ask your heart, whom do I keep within my golden circle? Who truly deserves to remain? Who was only sent to test me once? You dare to affirm this boundary. The universe responds at once. doors once closed swing open as though destiny had been waiting for you to whisper enough before ushering you into a new chapter. There may come a moment when you feel hollow, as though you just slammed a door behind you. But trust that this silence is only the breath of heaven and earth before the dawn bursts forth, and within that tender light, God is placing his hand upon your shoulder, whispering, "You are not alone. I am still here." Let this story remind you that each time you dare to protect yourself, you not only preserve your peace, but you inspire other souls who yearn to love without losing themselves. You are proof that light never needs permission to shine. You may feel your heart beating. Slower, lighter the frank, golden circle has appeared surrounding you, a shield of light that nothing can pierce. This is the moment your soul has opened the second door on its awakening journey. Let this choice become a sacred ritual. Seal your choice with a like share so the light of Cancer may travel far. Subscribe so we may walk this path together for ahead. An even greater gift awaits you. After the soul learns to build sacred boundaries, the universe will lead you into a new realm where public glory shines and no one can hide your light. Again, do you remember? After setting sacred boundaries, after raising the golden circle around your heart, suddenly there is silence, as if the universe itself is holding its breath, waiting to see if you will dare step out of the familiar darkness. And then, dear Cancer, from within that silence, a new light bursts forth, not the dim glow once hidden, but the blaze of a torch, strong, proud, untouchable. Those who once hurt you, who wish to see you fall, are now paying the price through their own karma. And you, Cancer, are lifted by God too. Step into triumph, your light no longer forced into hiding. This is the moment your image rises, like a phoenix wings outstretched, not only saving yourself from ashes, but setting the entire sky aflame with resurrection before my eyes. I see a vision, a high mountain where countless eyes are turned. Once those eyes were filled with doubt, envy, even mockery. But today, as you stand upon the summit, those eyes have transformed into reverence. They cannot look away, for the light you carry has become a lighthouse, guiding an entire darkness in. The spiritual world, the image of the chariot, symbolizes triumph, or the radiant moon, affirms a deep connection to intuition and the profound inner world, leading to success through self-understanding. The steps, no longer bound by the past, the star shines above as a reminder that your faith has never been in vain, and the Ace of Pentacles opens the flow of abundance, not a trickle, but a golden river streaming into your life as God's reward for patience and unwavering faith. Cancer, how many times have you felt belittled, underestimated? How many times have you heard others say, "You were dreamy, weak, too easily hurt"? And then there were days when you believed them, when you questioned yourself, asking, "Is my light truly so dim but today?" The veil is lifted. Your light was never dim, only too radiant, for eyes clouded by darkness to perceive. I recall the story of a Cancer man who spent his life devoted to his work, quietly laboring without seeking praise. Often dismissed by colleagues, they looked at him and saw only silence, but never the fire in his heart, until one day, in a project deemed impossible, he stepped forth to lead and succeeded brilliantly. That day, the entire company rose to their feet in applause, and he only smiled not because he was finally recognized, but because he knew all those years of endurance, all those silent nights, had now blossomed into sweet fruit. Every silence, every tear had become the fire of rebirth. You do not need revenge. You do not need to prove anything. Sacred justice has seen it all, and he has arranged it. Those who once sowed seeds of darkness must now live in the very shadows they created. And you, Cancer, only need to keep walking forward, and the light will lift you up. Can you feel it? Prosperity is rushing towards you, like a river breaking its banks the doors of work. The opportunities you once knocked on with no reply now open by themselves. New relationships appear. No more masks, no more hidden intentions. Only clarity, harmony, and sincerity remain. This is the moment when your glory no longer has to hide. And most importantly, remember that this glory is not only for you, but for you to become a light. For the souls who are lost, every step you take is proof that darkness can never conquer the light, that every wound can be transformed into strength, that faith and patience are always answered by God and the universe with miracles. Cancer, do not hesitate. This is not the time to shrink back. This is the time to lift your head high, spread your arms wide, and show the world how your heart has come ablaze. Do not hide the fruits you have. Achieve, do not hold back the dreams you planted in the dark. Let that light flow out like a golden river, surging, nourishing not only you but all those around you. And if in your heart you still carry a trace of worry, wondering if this light might be extinguished, once again remember, God has seen everything He has witnessed, every tear you shed, every word you swallowed in silence, every invisible wound you carried, and it is He who now stands behind you, lifting your phoenix wings high so you no longer have to bow your head. See this moment as a sacred ritual. Seal your choice with a like share so your light may spread further, and subscribe as a vow to your soul. I will never again hide my own light, but you know public glory is only half the story deep. Within the soul of Cancer lies a greater treasure, the 21 keys of destiny. Each key is a reminder, is a doorway to freedom, abundance, and unconditional love. Are you ready to open that sacred chest to discover each key the universe placed in your heart since the beginning of time? Stay with me for the next part, for it will be the map that guides your soul back to true light. Close your eyes once more. Breathe in deeply and release slowly. Do you hear your breath merging with the rhythm of your heartbeat like ancient drums echoing from within your chest, reminding you that this soul is still alive? Still burning in the heart of Cancer, there is a secret chest. And today, God whispers, it is time for you to open the 21 keys I sent from the dawn of creation. The chest slowly opens, golden light spilling out like a waterfall. The keys are not cold metal, but shimmering like stars. Each carries a lesson, a ritual, a reminder, not only to help you rise after pain, but to walk steadily on your path. The first key flies out, landing in your palm like a glowing leaf. It whispers, trust, your intuition. Cancer, born under the moon, you always sense something before your eyes can see it. Do not deny it. It is the compass of God within you. There have been times you felt uneasy, and then truth unfolded, just as your soul had warned from here. You understand, truth always knocks at the heart before it shows in the world another, heavier, carved with golden grains. It is the key of discipline. The universe teaches you that money is not meant to slip away like rain through your fingers, but to be planted as seeds. Divide your income into 3 rivers, one to sustain you, one to expand your branding, dreams, and one sacred fund to multiply. Every dollar you keep with awareness is a silent prayer sent into the future. From the bottom of the chest, a silver key blazes like a candle flame. This is the key of transformation. Light the silver flame in the night. Watch it consume the part. Shadows the envy clinging to your soul. Whisper, all that is not born of love is turned into peace, and then you will see darkness cannot withstand the heat of compassion. Some keys are soft like water, reminding you to bathe with salt and bay. Leaves cleansing the energy of jealousy. Some keys are shaped like a pen, reminding you to write a 3-column journal. Dreams, emotions, events to draw the map. The universe already placed in your hands. Each line you write is a golden thread tying your heart to the light above one. Key reflects like a mirror. Stand before the mirror each morning. Look deep into your eyes and say, I am light, I am abundance, I am love. Say it 3 times for 21 days, and you will see the cracks in your heart gently close, replaced by tender pride. Another key teaches silence, but not the silence of weakness, the silence of a mountain, steadfast, majestic, needing no explanation. Sometimes one short sentence is enough to build a wall of protection, and in that stillness, God whispers, you do not need to justify yourself. I have seen it all. Another key emerges glowing blue, like a still lake. It speaks of gratitude each night before sleep. Write down 3 small things you are grateful for: a hug, a ray of sunshine, a smile. Gratitude is the magnet for miracles. The more grateful you are today, the more the universe brings tomorrow for you. To continue thinking, one key takes the shape of a teardrop, yet inside it shines like a diamond. It reminds you, your pain itself is the force that makes you grow. Do not hide it. Do not run from it. Let the tears fall, for each tear is a seed, and from it blooms a flower of resilience. The final key, radiant as the sun flies out and rests in your palm. It does not teach you anything new, only reminds you that you have the right to write your own legacy. Take a sheet of paper, write what kindness you want your name to be tied to. In the next 5 years, sign it. Read it aloud. I claim my light. It is not just a promise, but a covenant with your soul and with God, that you will live in light, no longer letting anyone extinguish your flame. Do you see? All 21 keys are not separate. They are a flow, like 21 rivers, joining, streaming from the source in your heart into the great ocean. You do not need to open them all at once. Choose one key today, right now, and let the door before you gently open. Then next week, open another. And so after 21 days, you will realize you have stepped, not only through one door, but through an entire journey of rebirth. Oh, Cancer, I want to send you my thanks from the heart. Thank you for being here, for listening, for daring to face and walk with the light. May the golden circle always surround you, that you may rest in peace with every breath, that abundance may flow to you like a river that never dries, that true love and recognition may find you like the sun that never sets. Seal your choice with a like. Share this message as a seed you plant for others and subscribe to. Keep the golden thread of soul connection unbroken in this moment, as you have journeyed with me through the waves of pain and discovered the 21 keys of awakening. Allow your heart to exhale deeply and feel a warm light like the hand of crescents, God resting upon your shoulder. The universe has witnessed every wound, every tear, and is preparing rivers of abundance to flow toward you. Cancer, you no longer have to live in fear of betrayal, for your light is now too radiant for any darkness to hide. Lift your head high. Let the world see the gentle pride in your eyes. Every step you take is a gift, not only for yourself, but for the souls waiting to be illuminated. I want to send my deepest gratitude to you for being here, for daring to walk this path, for allowing me to witness your light. May God always cover you in love and the golden circle of peace, that you may continue to shine like a phoenix in the new sky.